Okay, that's Table Rock there to the left, which I've been up 3 times up there. And that is the Stool, which I have never been on top of. And today's the day! Yeah! I'm gonna go up on top of Table Rock here in about, let's see, Monday, a couple days. I'm gonna do a hike up there, look for some petroglyphs. Down that way to Pinnacle Mountain. I'm gonna climb up on top of Table Rock and then go over to Pinnacle Mountain, climb on top of that, check out the petroglyphs. But today, will be that mountain. Let's go check it out. One last thing. It's kind of neat. The old Cherokee legend was that the great maker or the great spirit would sit on the stool and have his food and eat it on top of the table of Table Rock. So that's how they got their names: Table Rock Mountain and Stool Mountain. All right, this is where we came in. Here's the White Oak Shelter. Back behind it up there is the Stool where we're going. So let's go check it out. All right, I drew a little map together here of the hike. One thing I want to point out down here, White Oak Shelter is where the trailhead is, and the trailhead is off to the left side of the shelter house as you're looking at the shelter house from the road. So it's not marked, but if you go over there, you'll find it. So we took the trip up, as you'll see in the video, up to the saddle. The saddle is this little area, this little ridge that goes between the Stool and Table Rock Mountain. Goes between both mountains. And on the hike, I first went over to the left on the saddle over to my viewpoint from the facing of Table Rock. And then we came back down over to the Stool. And once you get to the top of the Stool, you'll take a left and go all the way down to this viewpoint here, which will be in the video. But basically, that's a rough map of the hike. It's like about 34 degrees, a little chilly. I'm hoping it's going to warm up. It's supposed to get up to 54. Taking next to the road here, okay. So I've never seen anyone out here climbing these wall faces, but evidently they do. Back at the kiosk, it was pretty cool. They had maps showing all the different ways to climb up and where all the handholds were, etc. You can see here they got a TR climb for the Table Rock face, and then a P-Town for Pumpkin Town climb going that direction for the Pumpkin Town face. Table Rock Mountain has 2 different faces, Pumpkin Town and Table Rock, for the climbers to climb. So anyway, yeah, I think we're going this way on the Table Rock. Just came through a bunch of blowdowns back there. Thankful to whoever came up here and cleaned it all out. It was terrible. Must have been a huge storm. I'm getting a little elevation. All right. So the trail actually takes us to the saddle, which is between Table Rock and the Stool. Over here's the Stool. So yeah, we're making some headway, getting some serious elevation. But over here, here's the granite dome of Table Rock. All right, I just got off the trail. The trail ends at that tree right there. And I made it up here on top of the saddle. So there's Table Rock over there. I can hear some pinging over there. I think somebody's up here climbing this wall face. We'll go check it out. The trail goes over that way first. That's where I'm going to go, and then we'll come back over here because there is the Stool. So we'll be climbing that here shortly. And here's the other side of the saddle. Over here on the other side of the saddle, it's Table Lake Reservoir. You're not allowed down in there. It's for the city of Greenville. Over there is Slicking Falls. Wish it would zoom in a little bit more, but that's what we got. And then what's cool is, of course, I can't go there and check it out. But that rock face to the left of it over there, there's the falls. There's that another like bald spot outcropping. There's a bunch of petroglyphs on that. There's some up here also. So, like I said, there's some way over there on that. And there's some up here on this also on top of Table Rock. Way out at the edge, which that's a little freaky for me to get out there and check them out. But there are some up there. In the 1840s, they used to have, it's crazy, but there used to be a ladder, a rail ladder made out of metal going up along there. We'll go over that way in a minute. And the ladies would used to climb up there and they could see those petroglyphs way at the top. They said it was not for the faint of heart. So, yeah, we'll go over there first before we go up on top of the Stool. Okay. Still got a little bit of a climb. I think that'll be the end of it once I get on top of that. That's so beautiful. What a view. Okay, that's where we came from, down there in the saddle. We're still technically on it, I guess. All right, let's check it out. Okay, all right. Looks like I got a little bit more I can go. It looks fairly safe. Maybe to that one. That rock, get on top of that one maybe, we'll see. Very quiet up here. Just hear like the crows and a few birds, that's it. All right, that's going to be our destination over there. That is the Stool. Well, I didn't think this trail would take me all the way up to the facing, but here we are. Right there's the base. A little water down there, a little creek. Okay, we'll walk down here a little bit, check it out before we head back to the Stool. It doesn't get any better than this. There's the Stool again. And as far as I can get over this way, it's a sheer drop off right down there past that tree. So I was talking earlier about how back in the 1840s they used to have some steps leading up here for the ladies from Charleston and such that would come up. And I actually found it. First thing I found was this little round hole here. I thought, well, that's interesting. And then I saw a little something there, but then I saw these big old square holes, which were evidently for those steps. Here's some more little ones too, right there. There's a little one, there's a little one over there. There's a little one coming out of those little weeds. So must have gone right up here. Crazy. I think I'll just chill out here a couple more minutes before I head on down. All right, I'm back down here in the saddle between Table Rock and the Stool. That was awesome up there. Yeah, it was way up there. It goes up there. That wet area just to the left of it, up there. Anyway. from the saddle over to the stool. Let's check it out. This is what I found. Interesting. All right, back on the trail to the top of the stool. That's the top boulder of that little area I was just at with the rock carving. Which I'm assuming must have been a petroglyph. It sure didn't look like a pictograph. Which again, pictographs are painted. Pictoglyphs are like chiseled into the rock. Oh my goodness, I think we're almost there. Yay! All right. Looks like right over here will be the highest point. Okay. Yeah, this is it. But there's the reservoir again. Okay, I'm down here on the end of the stool. Look at that view. Isn't that awesome? That's where I was earlier. Right over there on top of that rock, over in that area. Right there. Right. Yep, anyway. There's Slicking Falls again. It's about as far as you can go, really, being safe. Yeah, I was right up there earlier, right there. I didn't realize it was, I figured it'd be a drop, but I didn't realize it was that dramatic. Beautiful Table Rock Mountain back there from my view on top of the Stool. All right, one last view. This is definitely going to be the best view of the day. Pretty. You just can't get that view of Table Rock from anywhere else but over here on top of the Stool. That's so nice. It's a little bit of what I mean by the blowdowns. Been a bunch of them today, but mostly just on this section going up to the Stool, and that's, if you can get by just a few of these and you're good. Just, you know, walk around them. There's Table Rock. All right, looks like we're back down here on the saddle between Table Rock and the Stool. All right, heading on down the trail. Much easier than coming up for sure. Yeah, pretty. What a pretty, pretty day. Thank you once again to all the trail maintainers. I mean, look at that. They just cleaned it all up. There's a terrible storm through here. We got more up here they did. What a great job. So I didn't tape a whole lot at the end of the hike there. It was basically the same trail, going over it again on the way back down. I'd highly recommend checking out the Trail of the Stool. It was 4.05 miles round trip, and that was with me going over to the face of Table Rock also. And of course, you know, all uphill going in, but coming out, it was a breeze. So check it out if you get a chance. Have a good one. Thanks.